Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. If today is your first time coming across my channel, thank you so much. Please don't forget to join this family by subscribing. To my returning subscribers, you guys are amazing. I love you so much and I hope we are all doing fine. So in today's episode is about this video that a content creator made, and I really like the things he talked about in this video. He talked about no black Alex L. If you don't know who Alex L is a content creator on TikTok and she has millions of followers. She does not have any specific niche content, but she just does random things. Now this content creator is saying if it was a black person who was Alex L, she wouldn't have been where she is right now. She is at that level because she is white, and white people are really supporting her. So let's go into the video and watch together.
The reason there's no black Alex Earl is because black women are not rewarded for mediocrity and almost exclusively rewarded for being exceptional. Take a good look at some of the more prominent black women creators on this app. Like you can tell, a lot of thought goes into their video ideas, a lot of thought goes into their aesthetic, even if you don't agree with what they say. The effort that they put in is undeniable. And when they do like regular slice of life videos, those videos do not get traction, not with any degree of consistency. Whereas like you look at an Alex Earl, she goes viral for existing, like just existing. Now this could be for a variety of reasons. Maybe it's top down. Maybe there's someone at the administrative level that's just not boosting black women creators. Whatever it may mean to spotlight creators like that. Or maybe it's bottom up, and this is the one I find really compelling. I think there's a large number of fair-skinned consumers that find it very difficult to empathize with women of color. They find it very difficult to project themselves onto these women, which is why they don't reward them for just existing with their attention. And to me, this is honestly an Avengers level threat. This is a societal level threat. It's a big problem because the inability to empathize with people who don't look like you is how we get situations like what's happening in Gaza. If you were capable of empathizing with Palestinian women, maybe you would be more moved to action. Maybe you wouldn't think drinking your Starbucks coffee was a flex, while everyone else was protesting, trying to do what they can. Obviously not all, but definitely a large portion.
This clip brought a lot of reaction from different women. But before we jump into the stitches from different people, do you agree with this person or not? Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. So let's jump into the stitches and hear people's different views concerning this video.
The reason there's no black Alex Earl is because black women are not rewarded for mediocrity.
I absolutely hate to be the bearer of bad news, but just go take one look at the comments in my comment section and it'll tell you everything that you need to know. I can't even post a silly little TikTok video with my friends if my hair isn't absolutely perfect, my makeup isn't absolutely flawless, my demeanor isn't absolutely on point, because I will get torn to shreds. And you know what the worst part is? 99% of those comments that are absolutely foul are from black women. Black women, the same very black women who will go and complain that there's a lack of representation in the creator space, there's a lack of diversity on brand trips. It's because you guys don't push out people of color so that they can go represent you and they can go be the face of change in the creator space. People like Monet, Clark, Tony Bravo, Just Jazzy IDK, creators that I absolutely adore, that I love, that are my inspiration, they deserve every single accolade, every single credit, every single follower that they have because they work so hard on every single one of their videos. They put out edited videos that I don't even know how they're able to do that. Every single time it's perfect. Every single time. I just don't have the time to learn or to figure out how to do that because I'm in college, and honestly, I don't care enough. I don't care that I know I'm probably gonna get so much hate on this video because I look crazy because I just finished a whole day of classes. I don't care that I don't act, talk, or look a certain way. I really do not care. But you guys care, and you will tear them down instead of lift them up, which is why you don't see the people that you want to see up there. It's really sad, and you should really think about that.
and people did not like it. And it was mainly other Black creators who were like, what about Leah's interlude? What about Monet? What about Clark? And I was just like, well, damn, maybe I'm wrong. But honestly, I wasn't wrong, because all of them are exceptional in a way. They all have something that is to me very stand out. I'm not trying to be bitter here. I'm not trying to be a hater. I am also not calling Alex Earl or anyone like her mediocre. I'm not saying I necessarily agree with that. I'm just saying that we have to, as Black women, be way more than pretty faces. And I'm not the only one who has said this. Obviously, this creator is saying it. Justine's camera roll created a video literally yesterday saying the same exact thing. And this is so frustrating to feel as a Black creator. And this is something I felt my entire life. It's that people, it's like you can't be inspirational or aspirational to the white community, because we're just simply not what white people want to see. I'm just gonna say it because I think that someone's going to bring it up. Yes, you can create a primarily Black audience, but I don't think you reach the kind of mainstream success that gets you to multiple millions of followers without also having the white community backing you. I have to talk about this. I really hate it because I just want my page to be fun, funky, and fresh, but I feel like I always end up touching on these kind of like racial issues because I have felt it more than a lot of people as someone who has grown up around white people, but is Black. And I know at the end of the day I'm Black, and that is never going to change, and it's not something I want to change. But I just mean, like, I know I felt it my whole life. I have felt it my entire life that I'm just going to always have to work harder to stand out around people. This is not to say that being a content creator is easy for literally anyone. We know that the market for this is obviously saturated now, so everyone kind of has to be a standout, but I think you just have to go an extra mile as a Black creator. I really like that this creator specifically talked about how the white community struggles to empathize with us, and I think that is why I felt so pulled to stitch this video, because I feel like one of my main missions that I've been trying to accomplish through my content creation and through my messaging is the fact that we can empathize for each other. When I made a video a few months back about like blondes, and I stitched out, it was actually Alex Earl's video that I stitched, where she was talking about like being jealous of Kristen's hair, and I was like, I am so confused. Like, what is so aspirational about platinum blonde hair? And then this started an entire debate, but like Black people were like, why do you care? I mind my Black business. Girl, this is none of your business. They don't care about us, so I don't care about them. And that really bothered me, because I feel like we will never ever change that disconnect that is happening between the two races if we hold that kind of mindset. The history there is rough, and I know that, but if we keep on holding on to the hatred there, how is anyone supposed to get past it? So to me, I really think the only option from here is to learn to start empathizing with each other, not for it to be a one-way street on one or the other side. Like, we all have to work together to just figure out how to care about each other, at least a little bit. You know, maybe it's too aspirational, but I've been holding on to this delusion that if anyone can make people see the reason in having compassion for each other or changing this narrative, that it's going to be me. Cheers to that.
The reason there's no Black Alex Earl is because Black women are not rewarded for mediocrity.
Hey Izzy, I loved your video and I wanted to add to that. In addition to no Black Alex Earl, we also don't have a brown Alex Earl. And I think part of the problem is the people who make these Alex Earls exist and whose content we support. So I think as a society as a whole, collectively, we have to agree to make a brown and a Black Alex Earl. Because although the standards of beauty have evolved, we are very much still stuck in our old stubborn ways where the ideal standard of beauty is white, or at least primarily white. Where Alex Earl can post a video of her literally just waking up, it'll blow up. If a Black or a brown creator did just that or did anything Alex Earl did to a T, it would not get the same attention it deserves. So when you are watching a Black or a brown creator, remember to support them, encourage them, and let's get a brown and a Black Alex Earl on our way in 2024. I would love to know your thoughts in the comments. Why is there no Black or brown Alex Earl? Yes, there are very successful Black and brown creators, but they don't get rewarded just for posting anything. They get rewarded for the hard work that they put in. So technically there is no Black or brown Alex Earl. I'd love to know your thoughts on this.
The reason there's no Black Alex Earl is because Black women are not rewarded for mediocrity.
Go watch the rest of that video. Look at the comment section and then come back. Now, as much as I love Monet and Clark, are we gonna start being fucking for real in 2024? When it comes to the representation of Black women on this app in particular, in the content beauty space in particular. Yes, Jackie's been holding it down for a very long time, and I love that for her. But she may not want to do this for the rest of her life. The candle business is booming. I got one. Also love Clark, and Monet's content. I follow them both. But at the risk of coming off divisive, we both know that when it comes to monoracial black women with textured hair and darker skin and wider features that are unambiguously black, there isn't anybody else but Jackie. And that's the fucking problem. Like, we want to hold up the one token and like cling to her. It's so unfair because it's like, first of all, we shouldn't be putting all this pressure on Jackie, to be honest. Like, she's not our only hope. At least she shouldn't be. Which is why I got on here and create the content that I do. But because I'm not somebody who has a crazy light setup or like filming on the best HD camera available to me, sometimes my videos don't do very well unless I'm talking to camera. That can be frustrating because I'm looking at my mixed race, multiracial, and white counterparts doing the same things that I'm doing and getting more, you know, and not having to invest as much. But if I have to step into this space because I look the way that I do, I have to step up so much more. And I'm so glad that this conversation is happening and it's not coming from a black woman as per usual. But we've been said this shit.
There's no black Alex Earls because black women are not rewarded for mediocrity and almost
I talk about this all the time. All the time. So I'm so glad that he was able to summarize it in the way that he was because he really expanded on this subject. To me, it's extremely obvious that black female creators are not supported in the same way that our counterparts are. However, putting it out there, actually speaking about it, is the only thing that really makes for change, or at least makes for awareness, because we've been talking about it for a long time. If you look at my feed, it is giving very much so pretty black girl. Just period. Just soft life, pretty black girl coming on here making cute videos. Because what else do you really want? My counterparts can come on here and do a little va-va-voom, do a little voiceover to a hip-hop song and be pushed out to millions of viewers. 500 likes, no problem. And no, I'm not mad at that. What does upset me is the expectation that I should have to do far more in order to get the minimum of what they receive. That's the killer right there. Me, I'm not going to change. I'm going to continue to push my little bare minimum, and some of them I do give a little effort, but for the most part, you're getting pretty black girl. And that's just what I'm going to give until it's up. I see so many of my fellow content creators suffering mentally, possibly physically, all that because they are having to overachieve. And it's not fair. It's not okay. So if we want to see change, it's so important that we continue to have these conversations the best way that we possibly can on these apps, in person, what have you. It's also important that we continue to show up for each other, support each other, which I feel the love. I think there's a lot of support on here, especially on Instagram a little bit, but because we don't own these platforms, it's not on the scale of. So I'm just going to come on here and continue to do my bare minimum and my cute little mini vlogs because it's enough. And I want you to know that you are enough too. You're actually killing it. You're killing it. All right. Bye.
December, I posted a video about Win Parker complaining about almost the same thing that this man is saying, that the black community does not support like white people. You people attacked her, especially women. Now today, because the same points are coming from a man, you are saying he said the truth. Women, we are confused people. He is so much right. Black people put so much effort to create content, but the growth is very low. We black people should be the first to show care and passion to our fellow blacks, just like whites do. This is a very good conversation because a lot of content creators have talked about this. Anyway, thank you all for joining this conversation. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed. Hit the bell notification so that you'll be notified every time I post a new video. And see you in the next video. Stay safe.